Hey viewers and viewers, my name is General Red Strategist and welcome back to Doki Literature Club. We're about to show some poems to people. It's episode 5 as well, I should also mention that. So, last episode of course, the last few episodes, we've been getting to know the characters a little bit, particularly Sayori, since my poems that I've been putting together, quote unquote, seem to have been more to her liking. But now we get to show our poems, of course, to all of the girls. So, that's what we're pretty much going to do this episode, I think. Not much else to really say in that regard. It's been quite a few days, actually, since my last recording session. I'm actually recording this after getting back from my little Southern English tour. So, yeah, I've had quite a few days away, so I'm just trying to remember, all the little peculiarities of things that are going on. Still waiting, of course, for this apparent sucker punch moment, though, where the game suddenly turns... well, where the atmosphere suddenly changes, or something like that, from what I understand. Let's start with Sayori, might as well. Mario girl, what do you got to say for yourself? ... Herr Glupfak, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. Herr Glupfak was German, wasn't he? That's right. I'm not hiding anything, yeah. But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so... no way. Not even a Natsuki. Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something, but I don't think it's that. What do I mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Stop thinking... oh, that's wrong voice. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. Schweinhund. It just means that you're really a really expressive person, I guess, yeah. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you'll somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. I like a cooking. Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through yours than I can through myself. We have a kind of weird connection, yeah. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's hard because I'm a... hod. I pat Sayori's head because I'm a condescending bastard. Hey, I'm not a kid, you know. Oh, sure about that. I'm a maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with the pencil between her hands, yeah. Hey, Herr Glupfak, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Why? Because, it's the first time you've written something for me. Double exclamation mark. Sorry, you're completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Oh, well, way to put it down. Are you even listening anymore, yeah? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap? What? What just happened? I broke my pen. Oh, right, you broke a pencil. Okay, I see. So, Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped, but being inattentive to her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh! Sorry, I forgot about that. But is that not as good as yours? Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it, yeah. Here we go. Bottles, everybody. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way, down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Okay. That's a bit different to the ones you've written before. You see, this... See, if we're taking this kind of metaphorically, this could mean... No, I'm sorry, I'm just hypothesising in my head. Because from what I understand with this game, you've got to think carefully about the poems you're reading. So she has feelings, or dreams rather. She puts them in bottles. Obviously it's all metaphorical. And she's like imparting her dreams, feelings upon her friends, but her friends aren't smiling. Instead they're kind of shouting and pleading, but she doesn't hear them. Oh god, that's not what I wanted to do. Click off, there we are. Holy crap! Scheisse! Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but... I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monika taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. Okay. See, I'm not sure what to make of that poem. Could mean all kinds of stuff. I see that, yeah. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you'll keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself, yeah? Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in his eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's go for Natsuki. Russian girl, what are you going to say? Well, it's not really any worse than last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. What makes you... Is this her thoughts? Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Got to see someone recognise my experience. Well, then keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Hey, you think so? Well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around dead weight. I love this Russian accent I've given her. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh damn, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favourite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone. Jeez, that's an interesting one. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short, Javoli. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was best I could do. Nine, of course not. Anyway, message is pretty straightforward in poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated... Oh god, I'm getting gas from my tea. Complicated issue with much simpler analogy. And it helps people realise how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is ignorant jerk. Okay, right, so it's metaphorical. You're not actually having a go at someone. You're sort of parodying the whole kind of thought process. I see. Yeah, I can get behind that. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my... Oh, okay, it's about yourself then. That doesn't matter, it can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what some Diavoli likes as long as they're not hurting anyone, it makes them happy, da? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right, yeah. At least I can relate to that. Yeah, she's right, you know. It's all very well sometimes. Some people, you know, have hobbies, things that they enjoy, which to other people might seem a bit strange, but if you think about it, you know, if it's not hurting anybody, you know, it's not causing any actual damage, then what's the problem? Yes, indeed, Herr Glutfat, you're right. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. Is what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that, Javoli. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Okay, I do look forward to it then. Okay, shall we go for Irish or Shakespearean next? Let's go Irish. Why not? We're just going in, you know, in correct order here, top to bottom. Okay, let's see what you've written for today, laddie. ... Ah. Well done, Herr Glutfak. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from yours, that means a lot, yeah. Eh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see, yeah. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this a poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. Okay. The Raccoon, everybody. It happened in the dead of night, while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife, the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread. and I feed myself again. Huh. Okay. This is interesting. What's interesting about this one is this kind of first section of it that I'm sort of circling randomly with my knife. She pretty much spells it out, really, actually, here in the beginning, doesn't she? So the bread is a metaphor for curiosity, the raccoon is an urge, and the knife is a symptom. That's fascinating, okay. She knows the consequences if she feeds the raccoon, in other words, if she feeds the urge, but she still does it anyway. Huh. That's interesting. I wonder what the urge is exactly. You see, it could be all kinds of things. Let's just look at some of these other words here. Slice the bread, fresh and soft, the raccoon, or rather the urge, becomes excited, so the urge becomes greater. She's doing something, she's in a bit of a spiral, maybe, I don't know. Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to have a think about that one. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. Oh, unusual hobbies, you say? It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. That's interesting, that you're admitting this all of a sudden. Let me just have a sip of tea whilst I'm at it. Because obviously Natsuki's poem just a second ago she was saying was all about how people shouldn't judge people for unusual hobbies. Oh, was Natsuki writing that with Yuri in mind, perhaps? So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Oh, that's funny. ... question mark? No, he's going to mention it, okay. Did Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Huh? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common, yeah. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to, yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay. That was interesting. Very interesting. Okay, Monika, Shakespearean girl. Hello again, Herr Gloopfak. How's the ballet good writing going? Alright, I guess you are. I will take that indeed, old boy. As long as it's not going poorly. I'm happy that you're applying yourself, dear fellow. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that, yeah. You never know. Time will tell. Want to share what you wrote for today with me, my dear fellow? Confess to me your strife. I may be adding a few words of my own here, but never mind. That's the beauty of these voices. Sometimes you can add little voices, words of your own even. Sure, here you go, yeah. I give my poem to Monika. ... Oh, lo and behold, all right. It's pretty damn good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it, yeah? Yes, indeed, most probably, dear fellow. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, do you not? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... Aha! I'm just teasing you, dear fellow. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everybody. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? Nine, it's nothing like that, yeah. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yes, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. These feelings that I'm feeling all of a sudden of guilt, do press down upon my shoulders like a terrible, tiresome burden. Burden even. Again, I'm adding lines of my own. 9, don't worry. I get what you're saying, yeah. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look, yeah. Save me. The colours, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colours. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless... Load me. What? What? Why is it called Save Me, Load Me? Like, saving or loading a game? Game, are you giving me a hint here? Are you telling me to save my game or something? What? That is bizarre. That's weird. I don't know why, but when I read that, I felt a weird chill up my spine. That was a bit... It's like a bit fourth wall pushing, that. I'm just going to say very quick, because I have a sudden feeling... is something about to happen? I don't know. Let me just drink up my tea before I proceed further. There we are. God, it's gone a bit lukewarm. Okay, right. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Aha! I guess it's just the way I write, dear fellow. I'm sorry if you don't like it. 9, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I do rather like playing with my space on the paper, dear fellow. On the parchment with my quill. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the atmosphere of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Aha! Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question, dear fellow. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your... You're pushing the frigging fourth wall. What's going on? Okay, something's definitely about to happen, right? Let me just go over that one. Why else would it tell me to save my game all of a sudden? You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing, dear fellow? What am I even talking about? Aha! That's my advice for today. Take it or leave it. Thank you for listening. I'll be doing an encore later. Well, that was weird. But I get the feeling that... Are we getting towards the moment where something's going to occur? Okay, everybody. We're all done reading each other's poems, right, and perusing each other's words. I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come and sit at the front of the room and gather round. Is this about festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for festival? It's not like we can put anything together... Bloody hell, I can't speak. Let me try that again, shall I? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Oh, don't worry, don't fret yourselves, dear fellows. We're going to keep it simple, alright? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, it's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Oh, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monika? Yes, indeed. We're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. I feel like Monika's voice is steadily turning into Monokuma. My Monokuma voice from Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Oh dear. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters, in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori has been colouring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monika? You didn't already start putting posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people, a whole theatre. I guess I kind of overlooked that. I'm sorry. ... But I still think we should give it our very best, dear fellows. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. The fate of this club is in our hands. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, a sterling performance, then it will inspire others to do the same and to follow suit in our footsteps. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. We're pioneers of the poem, everybody. Wow, I'm really getting into the swing of things with this character. Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That is correct, and it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others, to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Motivational speech over. They're dotting, apparently. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is to help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... ... It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Ugh. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Thank you, Natsuki, my dear girl. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Aha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monika, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to be able to perform in front of a crowded theatre of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry, I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monika flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this dear poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a very good example as a leader. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Oh, Yuri's all fired up of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper. No, that's Irish, what am I doing? Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem's called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. I went from German to Irish then. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and unconfident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure, that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself, yeah. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not as if we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was truly marvellous. Thank you for sharing. ... says Yuri. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This I once called a my med door. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. Imagine it is a monologue or a soliloquy to one own person. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made for as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably won't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it. Good job, Sayori. Even a Herr Glupfak liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out wonderfully, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits your personality really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. That's well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of other people. Of everyone, rather. Then next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. That puts your skills to the test. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Herr Glupfak. It's not like I can compare it to you guys anyway. Might as well let Herr Glupfak lower everyone's standards a little before I do it. Wow. Lovely tsundere girl. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time though, dear fellow. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. Poem is called... Why are you looking at me? Because you're presenting, dear fellow. Anyway, poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That was not bad at all, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of the theatre? I mean, I'm doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. Hey, that's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, it's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club, dear fellow. It makes me really happy that I do a slightly coy pose. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monika, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monika, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yeah, but... Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Ah, jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Monika looks like she's smelling the back of Yuri's hair. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Herr Glowfag, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. Ugh, here we are. I've woke home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri has to walk home with you. Okay. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Oh. Uh-oh. Give me a choice. Let me just put that there. Oh, thank God. At least it lets me save on the choices. Not like friggin' Danganronpa during the trial sequences, where it give you a sudden choice to make. You know, you remember Trial 5, was it? Trial 5, I think it was, wasn't it? Call out Kyoko's lie, or let it slide. And I was like, what do I do? Gotta stop saying like as well. Right, okay. Well, tell you what we're going to do here, everybody. I'm going to wrap this episode up. I'm going to make this episode 5 of Doki Doki Literature Club, and we'll continue in episode 6. So we had that weird, I'm guessing was a fourth wall break by Monika there, in which he told me to save my game. And I'm starting to wonder, is this the point at which odd things are going to happen? Because that's the thing, that, you know, warning about viewer discretion, or player discretion, you know, that it may not be suitable for people under a certain age, blah blah blah, that still comes up when you load up the game, and I'm still wondering when something's going to happen, and I feel like I may be getting closer. Whatever it is, I don't know what it's going to be, though. That's the thing. I'm actually kind of a bit scared, because I don't know what to make of that disclaimer at the start of the game. It's thrown me. Okay, well, tell you what. Hope you'll join me then for part 6. If you're not doing so already, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Stay up to date with my uploads as I'm going to publish them. Also, if you're interested in seeing me react to /watch /review anime content, check out my second channel, General Red Propagandist, link in the video description, or on the Strategist channel main page. You can navigate to it through either of those routes. So if you're interested, check that out. But in the meantime, this is General Red signing off. Goodbye, everybody. Oh, got him. Shit. Get off the edge. Oh, no, go. Get out of here, get out. I'm gonna die. Ah! That's that monstrosity finished off. Get over there. See ya. Oh, shit, no. Oh, fuck. I did not mean to do that. Oh, please don't tell me I have to kill it again now. Shit. Got to stop it. Yeah. Oh, Lord. No. Holy crap. This area's horrible. Oh my god, I'm being shot to fucking pieces! Ah! Oh my... What the fuck? Holy shit! Holy fucking shit! Whoa! Jesus Christ! Holy shit! Fucking hell! Bloody hell, that did like 1 million damage! This better not be a... Whoa! Shit! No! Oh my fucking god! How many... What?